Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Without further ado, let's watch this reaction. Let me redo that.
I was like, watch this reaction.
Yeah.
We doing the
I
reaction.
wanted to say watch the video and get to this reaction, but all right.
Inshallah. Either or, bro. Either or, not both.
Allow it.
There we
All right.
go.
Bismillah. Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Without further ado, let's get right into this reaction.
We're doing it. Me and Cartier, we together. We on our way to the masjid, to the mosque. Today, JUMMAH. It's like church for Muslims. We just go on a Friday. I am not a king nor a dime. I am something way far beyond. And I make some under the stars. I be singing praise to Allah. I be up all night. I feel good just knowing I'm going to the masjid. But when I get in there and pray, it really make me feel good. It's something about being inside the masjid. It's just the energy in there. Just like, for me, it's like a real reset when I go over here. The Muslims, they be like super proud of me. Even when I be like feeling bad about myself, like, man, I'm out here messing up. I'm out here doing this, doing that. I know it ain't right, you know, but they still be like proud of me because of everything that I've been through. They just be happy to see me. Assalamu alaikum. For y'all that don't know what assalamu alaikum, that's like the assalamu alaikum, that's like may peace be unto you. And then he say wa alaikum assalam, that's like you also. May peace be unto you also. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Oh yeah, I be talking to myself. I be humming lit songs and stuff. I was just humming that Kodak Black, that Super Gremlins, because I just love that little melody on there. Some people be like, how you can hum that song before you go to the masjid? Hey, forgive me, I'm not perfect, baby. It just slipped out. I like the melody of the song. I don't know. Like the congregation of Muslims, that would be considered the Ummah. And we're going to go in there when we first get to the masjid. After I wash my genitals, I got to rub my hands together 3 times under the water. And I got to say Bismillah every time I do it. And that means, like, Bismillah, that means in the name of God. And then I got to run it through my nose and my mouth. Bismillah. Do that 3 times. Then I got to wash my face 3 times. Then I got to wash from the fingertip all the way to the elbow. I always start from right to left. I got to do that 3 times. And then I got to rub it through my hair. And then back this way. Just 1 time. And then I do my ears, then I'm gonna do my neck, and then I'm gonna do my feet. But by me wearing socks, I'm not gonna have to go in between each toe. You usually have to go in between each toe 3 times. You start, and then wipe the ankle. You're gonna start with your right foot, then your left foot. And by me wearing socks, I only have to brush the top of my socks, because I got on socks right now. But if I was barefooted, I would have to do in between each toe. And that's called wudu. Like before you pray, make wudu. That's like an act of worship. It's like we use the water to like get all the negative energy off of us. Being that water is the greatest cleanser that it is. And I just left the gym. I had to go rush home and take a shower, because before we go to JUMMAH, we have to take a shower. Well, if you can take a shower, we take a shower. And as a Muslim, we make ourselves beautiful for Allah. He loves beauty, so we make ourselves beautiful for our God. We could never truly all the way be clean, but we try to be as clean as possible before we go and worship our God. Like the men pray on one side and the women pray on a separate side. And most people ask, why is that? Because when we pray, when we prostrate, like the reason that the women don't pray in front of us is because when the woman bend down to prostrate, no man standing behind her should be able to look at her bend down while she prostrate. So we have to maintain a level of modesty. So the women need to pray behind us, so they pray in a separate side where we can't see them. When we walk in the masjid, we greet the masjid with 2 rakats. The 2 rakats, that's where if you ever see the Muslim go down all the way to the ground, and then they come back up and then go in and do that. They do it twice. That's my brother, Cartier. This the masjid, me, mine, and all us used to go to. Mucho, Ham, Cartier. It's the masjid all us go to on Fridays, and it makes a lot. Oh, like a religious speech or a talk, they call it a khutbah. So they're gonna be like, they got different ways to pronounce it. Forgive me for not saying it the right way if I said it wrong. Don't judge, I'm not perfect. It's short though, it ain't no long time. They don't pass around an offering tray or nothing like that. It's not like really like church, we all go in there, we pray. We sit there and we listen at the imam. The imam will be like, if you was to go to church, it'll be like a pastor. It's really no different. It's just that we just sit on the floor and we pray together. And the way we pray, we prostrate. You know, we put our head on the ground. So that's like really the only difference. All the rules pretty much the same as far as like trying to live a good life and loving your neighbor and being kind to all of God's creations. Is really the same. I'm just talking to the people that don't know, because I know people be like, they want to know about what I do. I mean, my life isn't really that interesting, but people like to see what I do. So this is one of the things I do on a Friday. What got me into really going to the masjid and pray, because it's like, it make me feel good. It make me feel good when I leave. And then it's like my week don't start on Sunday and Monday. My week starts today on Friday. So it just make me feel good, and it bless my week from this Friday to next Friday. My week is gonna be blessed because I went to JUMMAH. I try to go as much as I can. I don't go every Friday. You ever had your soul feel good before? Well, it make my soul feel good. Ma'am? Oh, yes, ma'am, no question. Yeah, we take our shoes out before we enter the masjid. Assalamu alaikum. Hey, where we put our shoes at, beloved?
What's up,
What's up, Baba?
I'm north of everything with Aaron and them, huh?
Oh, yes, sir, no question. See, this the shoe rack. You put your shoes up when you come in. Baba, what we make wudu?
Bring it back.
Alaikum assalam. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد عبده ورسوله. Now I made ablution, wudu.
Good man, mashallah. Especially the stuff you were saying in the beginning, man, mashallah, good man. Obviously, you know, no one's perfect. And the brother, he's very clear, he's very vocal about, he knows he's not perfect. And I think that's such a beautiful thing, man. Wallah, that's such a beautiful thing. Because he is, I'd say, the only person that I've met who, like, they know they're not fully practicing, they know they should be better, and they admit that with that level of sincerity. Because there's a lot of people that will just act as if they don't have to pray 5 times a day. They don't have to go to JUMMAH. They don't have to stop listening to music. The brother knows. And he said that. He's like, I'm not perfect. I know there are some things I do that are wrong. That line is so beautiful, subhanAllah. I wouldn't doubt if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like loves that line from him. I would not doubt that, because it's so sincere and so humble, mashallah.
You're right, bro. As the Prophet ﷺ said that every son of Adam is a sinner, bro. There's no doubting it. Now, this doesn't mean we gotta air our sins. We shouldn't, right? Matter of fact, but being okay with knowing that we're not trying to sin forever, but we might be sinning now, or we might not be perfect right now. You know, we're human, bro. That makes us human. And every person, every Muslim, bro, every mu'min, they have their own personal journey, bro, own personal struggle. And I love that you caught that, bro, right away. That brother Kevin he wasn't saying, you know, he wasn't trying to act like different than he was, you know. He caught himself, he checked himself, he's accountable himself, but first and foremost, he's accountable by Allah. You know, he doesn't care about, you know, what other people are gonna say. He really doesn't, bro. Because if he really did, he wouldn't make this video, bro. Think about it: 8 million subs on YouTube, platinum records. You know, in the music industry, deep. A lot of people know him, right? He's made he's put himself on the map.
Yeah.
But despite that, with his following, this is what he's doing. He's sharing his Islam. He's unapologetically sharing, this is what I do, and trying to inspire people. Not ashamed of being Muslim. You know what I mean? So alhamdulillah that he's even making videos like this now.
Yeah, you know? 100%, bro. May Allah bless him immensely, bro. Wallah, may Allah bless him immensely. Because I hope he knows it, because, bro, imagine all the people that can be inspired. They're gonna look at him like, Kevin Gates, he's a Muslim, he goes to the mosque, he prays. I didn't know they do that on Fridays.
Down on the mat.
Yeah, exactly. And they're gonna be like, no, that's interesting, that's cool. Let me look into this Islam thing. Let me see what other videos he has on Islam. You know, let me check him out on the Three Muslims podcast, inshallah. Things like that, man. And they're gonna, even if they're not Muslim, they're gonna be introduced to Islam. And I think that's a great thing, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. I mean, here's the thing, man. Not much else to say. I think the main message from this was we're all in different degrees down the journey, you know. We're all in different chapters. And we're all trying to do our best, inshallah. So no excuse not to, you know, try a little bit more every day. And looking at Brother Kevin, bro, just looking at exactly the energy. And I've seen him transform over the years, alhamdulillah. But just look at how peaceful he is, bro. Just look at his soul. You could see the nur on his face, bro. There's no denying that. You know, and just teaching us about wudu, taking us to JUMMAH with him, bro. And, you know, inshallah, I pray to Allah that he makes more videos like this, bro. Ameen. Because it really does warm the heart, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Allahumma ameen. I think that's a beautiful note to end it off on, man.
Perfect, then.
Right. With that being said, Allahumma atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina adhab an-nar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I think there's another thing too. It's the perseverance aspect too. Like, we're more willing to stick through with things that we set out with an intention.
It's impossible to have empathy for others if you're not patient. So may Allah bless you for that.
First off, I'm gonna agree with the fact that the whole thing you said about friends, where it's like if they're affecting you more than you're affecting them, then you should probably get some new friends.
You want to be investing in stocks, shares, bonds. You want to be investing in crypto because there's this thing called inflation, which means every year that passes by, the value of a dollar goes lower and lower and lower. And the reason being is because they're printing more money, right? That's why money is haram. At least the paper money is haram.
Provided that you're actually there and you're being a good father and the mother's being a good mother, best conditions.
And behind the mic, Hamza, Andreas, Zortsis, we will go in with our final three with Brother Anghel, inshallah.
Inshallah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
It's not just a responsibility on you, it's responsibility on all the children, especially your father.
In our private area is very elastic, and yeah, if you go too fast, the skin will literally crease up into like the edge of like the little clipper things, and you will literally clip your skin. You don't want to be on YouTube or the internet or anything that amount of time, but it's the fact is that's what we're doing.